On land, life had yet to take shape, remaining a deadly, barren desert. But beneath the deep ocean, the Ordovician period was a golden age of life. A world vibrant, diverse, and flourishing like never before. The Orthoceras, a titan of the ancient seas, navigates the deep with unparalleled grace. No one knew that a global catastrophe was silently waiting. The cause of the catastrophe began with the dance of tectonic plates. The supercontinent Gondwana drifted straight toward Earth's south pole. This strategic shift triggered a chain reaction of consequences. Global climate suddenly reversed. Snow began to fall on the barren land. Climate cooled rapidly, triggering an extreme ice age. Sunlight struck the ice sheets and was reflected back into space. Earth lost its heat source. The atmosphere turned cold rapidly. As giant ice sheets spread and devoured the land, they began to drain the life energy of the planet. The first phase of the Great Extinction officially began. Glacial accumulation meant a severe drop in global sea levels. Sunny, shallow seas were fully exposed to harsh, cold winds. The cradle of 90% of life vanished quickly. Underwater, sea creatures fell into a hopeless tragedy. Masses of creatures unable to adapt to the cold froze en masse. Or they died dried on land, or were buried in cold currents. The giant Orthoceras tried to swim to the deep sea for warmth. But their giant bodies were conquered by freezing water, falling into darkness. In a short time, the first wave wiped out half of all species. But nature did not stop there. A brutal reversal was about to occur. After millions of years of freezing, Earth warmed up rapidly. Giant glaciers in the South Pole began cracking under the heat. Ice blocks the size of cities collapsed, creating giant tsunamis. Sea levels rose back up in an extreme fashion. Water carried billions of tons of mud straight into the sea, clouding up currents, destroying remaining ecosystems. Yet, this warming was not a salvation. It was the opening of the second disaster, more brutal and malicious. Because polar and equatorial temperatures balanced, global currents stopped. Air circulation between surface and bottom ceased completely. Oxygen deficiency, anoxia, spread like an invisible ghost. The toughest creatures who survived the cold period. Now faced an invisible enemy. Extreme suffocation. They could not breathe. Warm water was now full of toxins. Entire beds of marine life decomposed in the darkness. This process released countless bubbles of toxic gas to the surface. The ocean turned into a giant, inescapable tomb. Billions of creatures floated or drifted to the barren shores. More than 85% of marine life vanished forever. The once vibrant and busy ocean is now just a water desert. However, life on this planet never surrendered. In the ashes, the most resilient survivors quietly stored energy. They waited patiently, hanging on through the planet's dark times. The sky cleared. The dawn of the Silurian period began. They will seed the Silurian period, where life recovers. But evolves, ready for the great journey, conquering the land.